Hi, Misha here. And next to the Miranda class variants, which Eaglemoss has done 5 versions of now, their next favorite subject seems to be the Intrepid class, really specifically the Voyager. They've done, of course, the Standard Edition. They've done the XL, the Jumbo. They've done the Armored Voyager, which is basically silver. Then they have done the Evil or Warship Voyager. They've also done 2 concept or prototypes, which I've done a separate video on. And just now, in September of 2019, they've released the Borgified, the Assimilated Voyager. Now, interestingly, this is considered a bonus edition, so it's not a regular numbered model. But the Warship Voyager, along with the Armored Voyager, were actually both just standard edition models. And I think they were very smart with the Assimilated one to make it a bonus. Now, I like it. I've actually been kind of excited for it coming out. I'm always happy to add to my Borg collective. This will go really nicely with the Assimilated Arctic 1. But really it is just another Voyager. Although good on them, it's not just a repaint. It actually does have physical greeblies and pipes and things, which is good, because if it was just paint, I would be SOL as far as telling the difference. But I counted on Eaglemoss to not half-ass it, and they did not disappoint. All the Borg components are, physically there and sticking out from the hull as they should be. But let's just briefly talk about Warship Voyager. Never really got around to doing a dedicated video to this because, but this seemed like a good time. This is from the episode Living Witness, the one where the Doctor is in the future and they think that the Voyager crew were a bunch of barbarians. Essentially, this was Mirror Universe Voyager, but told in a very clever way. So I kind of wanted to get this model because it was definitely one of the better episodes of Voyager. And also, it's just a neat model. We have phaser cannons in the back. We have cannons on the saucer here. We have these kind of little winglets on the sides. Again, it's not just a repaint, they actually did add stuff. But the underside of the model is pretty well standard. So it's mostly the top that they added stuff to. Oh, we've got this big, I guess it's like a phaser lance, kind of like from the Enterprise DX refit. It's a neat episode. It was just an arm to the teeth. It even had Borg assault teams, and it had assault shuttles. So, personally, I think that's the route that Janeway should have gone in the real world. Just, go rogue. Why not? Would have been a much more entertaining series. Kind of an anti-hero. Anyway, I digress. It's a neat model, and it's kind of a great example of what Eaglemoss does best. Just doing things that no other model company has ever done, even if on a pretty small scale. And the Assimilated Voyager is no different. This just came in today. Like I said, this is not a standard issue. This is a special. Kind of like with the other one, most of what's going on is on the top side, but I'll point the camera at the bottom. Hopefully you can see some things. It's pretty well Borgified. This is from the episode where they meet 7 of 9, Scorpion Part 2. And it's one of the few times when Voyager actually had continuity, and it carried over into the episode where we got rid of Cass, yay, as known as The Gift, the episode name. I don't mean to rag on, but the character Cass always bugged me. She was just so one-dimensional and goody two-shoes. Kind of reminds me of Ray. Anyway. But yeah, this was when the Borg had a hold of the ship. And it's kind of neat to show the assimilation process in its relatively early stage. And this was long before the Arctic One was assimilated in Enterprise. So it was kind of a first look to see the process get started. We'd seen it on humans before, like Picard, but this was the first time we'd seen it on a ship. So yeah, a special from Eaglemoss. Much like the Battlestar Galactica Blood and Chrome Raider, I got this using a coupon, 15% off. Typically the specials, the bonuses don't qualify, but in this instance, it did. So, even though these cost $25 rather than $23 or $22, it was a little cheaper. I still went for it. Not disappointed I did. Something else to point out. They just upped the price on the Eaglemoss website on all the standard Star Trek models. The standard editions have now gone to $25, and the bonuses have now gone to $30. Luckily, at least the XLs and specials. Well, some of the specials have changed, some haven't, and the XLs are still the same. But anyway, I thought I would just show a couple more Voyagers, because why not? As much as I can pick holes at the series, I will give it this. It was a fun show to watch. And I really like the actors, and the acting is just continuity it did not have. But on an episode-by-episode basis, it was very enjoyable. Well, if you could, like, share, and subscribe, and also check out some of my other videos. Any questions, please feel free to post them below. This is Misha. I will catch you very soon next time.